Hello there. Hey, today we're going to play Offensive Support Odyssey, and these are the towers that I used. Although I didn't really use my sub very much until the last map, so I would recommend maybe 2 NGs or something like that. Alright, well, let's get into it. This map is really easy. I think anybody could beat it. I had some perks on that I didn't know how to turn off. All it was like bouncing projectiles and something else. But honestly, you guys could beat this very easy. I love how the helicopter was looking like it wasn't, like the blades weren't spinning. Anyway, you got Glue Gunner, the heli, get the hero down. Now I'm just going to fast forward because it's easy. Just get a spike factory, like a 320 or 301, 302. My glue has the acid, so it's like a 230. The ninja just helped out with some camos a little bit in the beginning. See, there's glue strike. Boom, done. Alright, I'm going to turn off this cheap starter and bouncy projectiles. Okay, for the second map, we're just going to get our free glue gunner, our hero. Alright, finally get your NG about this location because we're going to go for a bottom path. We're going to kind of put it right where those two pipes intersect up there. Alright, we're going to work for our double gun here soon. Around 25, 26, whatever, you can get like a 210 glue gunner. Put it on strong. Now we got our 0, 1, 4, the trap. We'll get a ninja just for camos, but I don't think you really need it. So it's got a 220 ninja. But pretty soon our trap will have camo with Etienne's ability, passive ability thing. We're going to set up our Moab shredder. So it's 0, 3, 2. Put it right off the track so the only Moabs can hit it. I'm putting this in the back for insurance because I'm making a guide for y'all. You can place some farms down. It's probably not super necessary, but I just got 2 farms that are 0 to 3. Keep collecting your trap. Alright, I got a 240 glue strike. Might need it for 49. See, it kind of helped out there. And then we're just going to get this blowback at 042. Chinook. Now you have many options here. You could go for the XXL trap if you wanted to, or you can go a 5th tier helicopter, use abilities. Just see that there how to use abilities. Just to kind of clean up. I went for the 052 spike factory. Carpet of spikes. Just use your screw strike and Etienne abilities if you need to. That's easy. Okay, this is kind of like the hard one, especially for the towers. You have a fast Moab, everything's regrow, and it's alternative blue rounds. This took me about, I don't know, a few times to get right. So I decided to put all my defense basically in this top right circle. And really it was just the beginning rounds. So I got corrosive glue on strong and Etienne. Upgrade it to bigger blobs. We're going to get the ninja to help out with some camos. Use the ability there. Basically when those leads came in. We're going to need to get a 200 ninja. There we go. There is a round in the future that I use my Etienne ability. So I'll get to that when we get there. But place down your engineer here. We're going to get a 220 Alchemist on strong. Because you need the camo lead popping. So now we have a 220 ninja. Do not use your ability on 26. Because you need your Etienne ability at the end of 27. See, I got overran. So I had to upgrade the engineer. So I go a 0, 1, 2. And I use the squisher thing. And then the ability again here. So anyway, now we're going to get a double gun. There's some more camo leads. And actually, the ninja can decamo a little bit because of my upgrades. Did 220. Alright, we're gonna get our balloon trap. Place the trap down there. Actually, it's probably better to not do that. But the ability saved me. Like I said, this was like one of the harder ones. Just because of the alternative balloons. Now everybody has camo. And we're going to do the same strategy. We're going to... Because the Moabs are somewhat strong and fast on here. Especially this fortified. And then we're going to get some more insurance back here. Alright, so we got our a 023 farm and another one. It's just because I'm lazy to collect it, even though I guess my cursor is right there, but no biggie. Alright, so we're going to put this on smart. It's going to put it right there. And then we upgraded our alchemist to stronger stimulant. And then we're going to, I think I'm going to upgrade my spike factory. Yeah, just spiked mines. I think that ninja might be hurting me. See, it's blowing it back and it might cause regrowth, so I got rid of it here soon. Alright, we got Central Market. So here's where I think I decided to get rid of the ninja here. Yeah, I was like, too much blowback for these 150% regrow rate. Alright, I went ahead and got Glue Strike just as a panic ability if we need one. And I just used my abilities on 63 as you've seen there. Again, you have many options because Spike Factory gives you a lot of options. You can do Perma Spike. You could do a helicopter if you wanted to, like a 250 or something. I went with the XXL trap. Now the only thing is this will make your game a little longer because it's way in the back here. So I did end up selling and moving it later to make the last few rounds go faster. Or you could just buy a Chinook and then move it. That's probably what I would do. Because I end up getting a Chinook anyway. But here I'm getting a Perma Spike with lead popping. And I think I'll just skip a few rounds here. Okay, I skipped ahead to about 77, 78 or so. And you can see that I moved everything over here just to get it done faster. And you're pretty much good to go. Just use your abilities on the helicopter. Glue Strike. Like I said, you got Perma Spike back there. And this guy can eat these beefy as ZOMGs. Finally got that done. Almost done here. The fourth map is really easy. So this is my setup here for the first few rounds. Just a glue, NG, Ninja, and Etienne. In round 15, I place a farm. Use the ability. We get our 002 pin, now a 012. Double gun. We're going to get a 200 farm upgrade here. Alright, so we upgraded our glue gunner to a 210 to handle these leads. And then we're gonna get our trap. We just got a counter espionage or whatever, a 020 ninja. Alright, got our marketplace. Now we do the same thing we did before, because these Moabs are a little bit strong and fast, so we're going to get a Moab shredder with our smart positioning right off the track here. And I would also do Etienne's ability on round 40. But here's some extra insurance on this thing here. A 203 back here. Okay, so I went smoother than I remember. I'm just doing commentary, post-commentary as it's going 250% speed here in DaVinci Resolve. So anyway, so we're going to get like a blowback heli. And then we're getting some more insurance here with the spike. So a 302 spike right there. I believe this heli is a 032. Because I believe you get better blowback with the bottom path heli. If I remember that correctly. Alright, so we get a 402 or a 401 alchemist. Then we got our glue strike. Another farm that I always get. So pretty easy pattern here. Alright, now we got our central market. Alright, we got our support Chinook. Now this was a little scary. I used the glue strike, but if you had two other abilities too, you could use. So glue strike's pretty neat. And it comes back so fast here too, especially with the blowback there. Now this got too much for me. So get your XL trap before 64 begins. And here we're gonna get our super glue. A 025 super glue when we can afford it. Okay, around 71 or so. We can afford our super glue, and we just get our farms back. You can get whatever farms you want, honestly. Okay, around 79, I got the perma spike with a 205. And this pretty much can win the game, so just buy whatever you want. Okay, we have 150% speed and health on the Moabs. And it's going to go all the way to around 100. Okay, we're going to get basically our same startup as last time. But this time I'm going to get a spike factory for just a little bit of insurance in the back. Although I believe it got 0 pops. Is your ability on 15? So we already got our double gun already. We need something for our leads, so again, we get our glue gunner up. And let's see. I really didn't need that spike factory since Etienne could see camo. He's leveling up a little quicker on here. It's a 220 glue. And actually, Etienne can handle 33. Alright, balloon trap. And now everybody has camo. And you guessed it. Moab Shredder with smart targeting. Although this wasn't quite enough. It kind of got away from me. So I would micro this heli. See, it kind of got scary there. Yeah. Although I think the spike factory could have handled it. Because the glue was getting rid of it. But anyway, so we have a blowback heli. Alright, just got myself a little farm here. So we got glue strike up just in case 49 is too hard. Although we have 2 Etienne abilities. I kind of went with this Energizer, but it was, I don't know, felt kind of weak. I don't know why. But I figured I'd get maybe 2 helicopters and use with the Energizer, their abilities. But I think it would have been better just to get the XXL trap as soon as possible with our super glue. So if I had to do it again, I would just stick with the tried and true that we did last map. But it's something different for you guys to watch. Plus eventually I get to 4th tiers, the spike storms, because the cooldown is decreased with the Energizer that I eventually get right here. So 59 Energizer. See right here, it's like, I don't know, it seems kind of weak. I know these Moabs are fast and strong, but it just seemed to glide right by the Energizer like he didn't do anything. So we have plenty of abilities to work with. So now we got 2 spike storms. I gave this a pursuit, so we got a 240 heli right now. And Etienne will be leveling up a little quicker. Alright, so we're saving up for the XXL trap. Just spamming my abilities to get income. And whenever they escape this top left, I have to use abilities so I don't die. Alright, so anyway. We're gonna get Central Market. Get me another farm. So we have our BRF up, but I think I switched this out to super glue again, if I remember right. Oh no, I agreed out. Okay, I get the Monkey Wall Street, just so it auto collects everything. And now, okay, so I got, yeah, honestly the super glue would be almost better, but anyway, we got the perma spike in the back. Not really needed, but it gives you peace of mind. And now we get the super glue, which kind of gives you peace of mind anyway, because you know everything's going to go in the XXL trap. And I was kind of surprised. Well, I'm guessing the bad must have had a lot of extra health, because I'm pretty sure I got a 5th tier carpet of spikes. Yeah. So even like a perma brood carpet of spikes, the bad got down by Etienne. But now I'm just spamming the abilities since the Energizer. I'm just trying to get this over with. And there we go. Odyssey complete. Like and subscribe if you want. Or at least like the video. Alright, thanks guys. See you later.